earlier today, October 23rd, 2024, Treyarch dropped the official patch notes for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. This is really big. I don't really think they've usually dropped patch notes. I know they've dropped kind of like what they were tweaking with and what they were starting to mess around with before the new game has come out. But like a day, 2 days before, as the game you can for I think it's for New Zealand, you can officially play tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, so figure that out if you're trying to switch your stuff over to New Zealand time zone. Uh, just crazy to think that literally one day before they dropped the patch notes. So let's see what they changed, what they tweaked. I know there was a lot of some people loved the beta, some people thought it didn't have enough, some people weren't happy with some of the things they were seeing. So it's gonna be pretty huge for us. Let's see what they changed around here. So let's see, welcome to launch week. The launch of Black Ops 6 almost here. Make sure to check out everything. So they start with preload launch details. As of October 21st, you're able to preload on all platforms Black Ops 6. If you haven't already, you better do that, because if not, depending on your Wi-Fi, it could wind up taking forever. Let's see, as of tomorrow, October 24th, New Zealand time, you will be able to start playing sometime between 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Xbox/PC Microsoft Store if you have Game Pass. If you're not going to be doing the New Zealand time, then October 25th at midnight, you will be able to start playing almost immediately, which is really cool. PlayStation, Battle.net, and Steam. So if the New Zealand thing doesn't work out, then I'll be playing October 25th at midnight. If I'm able to make it work, then I will be on tomorrow morning, which is really cool. Probably when you guys are watching this video. Last month we shared some key areas of the team, focused on between our beta and the launch of the game. Got some new details. So let's see. It arrives with their story, 1980 flashbacks. Black Ops 2 delivered both new and returning players to an action-packed narrative experience. This is pretty cool. They dropped the campaign rewards of stuff that you will be able to use in multiplayer and on Warzone, which is honestly pretty sick. I don't think they've ever done that before. I know that the campaign was it was almost non-existent in the latest Call of Duty that they came out with, but I liked Cold War's campaign. I liked Modern Warfare 2's campaign and Modern Warfare, was it 3? No, not 3. 3 is the one that had a trash campaign. Modern Warfare 2's campaign was pretty legit, and so was 2019's. So this is pretty dope that you'll be able to play through it. I don't know when I'll probably get to the Black Ops 6 campaign, but I mean, with them giving free shit out, I might just do it whenever. I'm going to be going for a camel grind and trying to hit that Master Prestige ASAP. So we'll have to see on this, but it's pretty cool items you get off rip. Of course, for all my zombie people, round-based zombies would make a long-awaited return, which is huge. The last zombies mode we had was more of an open world type of feel. Now we're getting 2 brand new maps, Terminus and Liberty Falls. Looks like they've added those whimsical gobblegums, which is cool in between certain rounds. And it looks like the main quest and side quests for both maps will be enabled on the 25th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and these other times if you're in those time zones. It's pretty cool. So that means that even if you are able to do the New Zealand trick, you'll still have to wait for the 25th in the morning/afternoon or evening to be able to play. That's really cool though. So all my zombie fans out there, man, we're going to be definitely posting some content on these Easter eggs, figuring them out, seeing what's cool. I hope it's amazing. I missed turn-based zombies. I've ran back some of the older zombie games, and man, such a different feel compared to like what we currently have. So it's nice seeing that they're going back to the original plan. Multiplayer is getting 16 brand new maps with, of course, a new Omni movement, wildcards, combat specialties, etc., etc. Let's see what they changed. Yep, we know that they already dropped they are dropping 33 weapons at launch. You don't need to have the guns at any particular level to start grinding the camos, which is really great. It's not gonna be based off of you having certain attachments. So gotta love to see that. What do we say here? In the multiplayer beta, we tested the change to disabled aim assist at close range. While this was a change in the right direction, we felt this was a bit jarring when crossing that close range threshold. So we've adjusted our approach to linearly interpolate aim assist strength. That means aim assist will be much weaker at point blank ranges and smoothly increase in strength out to a short range. And we will, of course, continue to monitor and assess this. I think that's pretty cool. because when they removed the aim assist, and I know a lot of people were like, oh, like don't know how to feel about this, but then you have the mouse and keyboard part of the community that were like, oh, this is definitely a lot more fair. I think there definitely needs to be somewhere in the middle on that type of topic, because especially on a game where the majority of your player base is controllers, it doesn't make sense to completely get rid of it, but you do have to meet them somewhere, so it's not just like you can just run around and hit fire shots and everything's just going to go where it needs to go like it has in the past. So I increased the weapon butt melee attack speeds, adjustment to the sway, the bob overall weapon motions. It's a good thing. And then additional improvements to come. Improved depth of field across all weapons. Yeah, the depth of field across some of the weapons was a little weird. Movement at the toggle option for corner slicing. Yeah, some people don't like the corner slicing. They thought it looked weird on their screen, so now you can toggle that on or off. Option is set hold time to form or dive to prone or slide, depending on your slide. So let's dive behavior settings. I have mine as hybrid currently. Added intelligent movement option to set mantle assist angle from tight, medium, or wide. I don't know about that. There's probably something you got to try a little bit more. That sounds kind of weird. And then let's see multiplayer map adjustments. I know a lot of people were really upset with some of the things that were going on the maps in terms of where you would spawn in from, head glitches that were kind of like all over, spawn trapping was an issue, and not really having a lot of cover, or sometimes almost too much cover, depending on where things were going. So I guess they showed this is like a before and after. So this is Skyline before, after was different. The stairs. So now there's a stairs area here. So this drops down. Okay, that's pretty cool. A little more cover there, but I mean, people still play this little heady piece here. Anything changed on the sides there? No. Skyline before. Oh yeah, this was annoying. Oh, because the little box that was here. Now it's there. Okay. I like that. A little more cover you can play there. Okay, they made these wider on the stairs. That was a hard point. That was also a little bit more difficult to even hold. That's pretty cool. You can play those boxes a lot more. Look, they added all this on the side. I like that. And before, after, a little more cover. Adjusted bullet penetration values in the satellite dish, allowing additional bullet penetration. Cool, so you can't just be completely covered behind the dish. You can actually get hit. It's just me, or they made it a little bit. I can't tell if this is like on purpose, but it looks more colorful and brighter too. Maybe that's just so you can get a more of a clear view of like, okay, this is before and after. Yeah, Scud looks a lot better. I'm like doing it a bunch of times just because I can't really even tell for some of it. Made cover improvements across multiple sight lines. Okay, cool. They added a truck, so there's a little more cover there. And you know, it's funny, these are small things that hugely improve how we feel for the game on a day-to-day. Especially because they know everyone's going to be crying multiplayer. It's like things like this, just changing the direction of the truck so there's more cover. And they added more cover over by the end on Rewind. A lot of people didn't even like the Rewind map, but I enjoyed Rewind. Oh, a box there, a little more cover around the edge. You can snake people too. Okay, a little more cover around the truck. Audio. So this is what I've heard. Little things on Twitter. Let's see. We're excited to introduce our best-in-class audio experience. Coming to Black Ops 6, introduce HRTF, head-related transfer function, via universal profile and enhanced headphone mode, which is available to all players for free. We've also added a setting to disable licensed music across all modes, particularly useful for content creators streaming the game. That's cool. For a closer look at innovation, see, I heard that, like, this is great because that means that they're focusing on audio, and I hope it actually is good. But I read that someone said when they go through this, Ezekiel with the follow. Appreciate coming through, my guy. Thanks for the follow, Ezekiel. Hope you have a great day, man. Thanks for coming through. Welcome to the Look Back, baby. I'll just wait for that sound to go down. I'll continue through this. Yeah, but so I heard that with this HRTF support for the audio, that yeah, it is going to sound better than it has sounded in other Call of Duties, but that they offer an audio format that you can purchase that's more of like a premium one that's like $20 more, and you'll be able to hear better than other people that don't have it, and that's not for free, which is kind of annoying for the fact that they're even that's even a possibility. I don't know how true that is. I haven't looked into that myself. It's just things I've read from other Call of Duty content creators on Twitter talking about how upset they are over that type of issue, which I can see, because not everybody's gonna want to spend an extra $20 so they can hear even better, and then it's gonna feel like almost like a pay-to-win type of situation. Ricochet, the Ricochet anti-cheat that has never worked before. Let's see. Kernel level driver detection monitoring updates across all protected titles. Live Black Ops 6 multiplayer includes damage shield, disarm, supply, and more. Learning behavior system deployed to increase speed of detection, machine learning detection. I mean, I've read that. I mean, there was a whole video that came out about how, like, now within 5 games of them detecting you, you're supposed to get your account banned, and they'll mess with you, kind of like how they do in other games where your weapon will disappear. You won't be able to shoot. A whole bunch of shit. We'll just have to see. Ricochet hasn't really been good in the past, and they've actually banned a lot of people that weren't even cheating and had to give them their accounts back. So we'll have to see on that. Adjustments for future weapon damage patch notes. We aim to avoid the confusion twofold. Creating a new weapon damage adjustment table for Black Ops 6 and Warzone. Establishing weapon damage definitions for Black Ops 6 and Warzone Season 1 moving forward. Okay, that makes sense. So, like, the tables for the adjustments are going to be different, whether it's on multiplayer and on Warzone, which, I mean, it totally makes sense as they are entirely 2 different games and different things affect them. A new table to highlight the changes. 3 columns, damage range, pre-patch and post-patch, rows up to 5 to account for each applicable damage range for a given weapon. In each pre-patch / post-patch cell, the corresponding damage and range and meter values will be found. For easier understanding, adjustments arrow like what you see in game. Okay, so this is an example. So it's going to show you like what it was pre-patch, the range of it, and then what they did post-patch. So they're going to give all that information up, so you don't have to go like researching how, you know, up to what distance is a certain gun good for. Okay, now you have a visual example. Let's see. Weapon damage range explainer. All weapons are created equal, all of them fundamental principles. Okay, maximum damage range. This range outlines the maximum potential damage. Okay, so this is just explaining what they mean when they put maximum damage range, medium and minimum damage ranges, and how they're basically labeling them. So just reading it. Feel free to pause if you want to read this, but I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It just talks about the damage ranges, and that's what these are, from short range to medium range to long range. See how they range 1, range 2, minimum range, and maximum range. Just kind of like how they come up with that. As we progress through our future seasons, the teams at Treyarch and Raven will adjust weapons based on feedback and data to deliver the best experience possible for multiplayer and Warzone, respectively. Stay tuned. Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I mean, that's a pretty that's a pretty big thing that they're even coming out with all this patch information. I like the changes that they're making to the multiplayer maps. It looks like they really didn't drop any info in terms of the guns, that if they've adjusted them, changed anything. It looks like they really just focused on the movement, the gameplay itself, and they adjusted some of like where things are on the map, so you're just a little more comfortable. And of course, coming up with like the correct timing for zombies, which I know everyone is excited for because no one's really seen much, so it's going to be pretty huge. So really cool. I'm hyped for that. It's going to be more to come on that. And if you're watching these patch notes, the overview of this on YouTube, I appreciate you coming through. Check you out next time, next vid. We got more Call of Duty, more Warzone videos upcoming, posting Siege clips. I'm posting a lot of every game, just trying to get content out there, man, and help you guys out.